everyone, my name is Natalia Woolcock, and today I'm presenting my science project on how labeling meat with its carbon footprint could influence consumer choices and help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. My goal is to answer a critical question. Could carbon footprint labels on meat products encourage people to make choices that benefit both their health and the environment? My project explores two hypotheses. First, I believe that if my family reduces their meat consumption for 5 days, their meat-related carbon footprint will decrease. Second, I hypothesize that if meat and plant-based products displayed their carbon footprint on the label, consumers would be more likely to choose eco-friendly options. These assumptions form the basis of two experiments I conducted. Some background information. The United States leads the world in meat consumption with an average of 224.6 pounds of meat consumed per person per year. Meat production contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, so a shift towards plant-based alternatives could help reduce these emissions, potentially lowering rates of chronic diseases linked to meat consumption, such as heart disease and diabetes. I tracked my family's meat consumption and calculated their carbon footprint for 5 days of regular meat intake and compared it to 5 days with reduced meat intake. For example, my father's carbon footprint of eaten meat dropped from 11.5 CO2 to 7.5. These results support my hypothesis that even small changes in meat consumption can reduce individual carbon footprints. In my main experiment, I wanted to know if people's meat choices would change if they could see the product's carbon footprint on the label. I polled 45 people and found that 44% would choose more plant-based products if they saw a lower carbon footprint on the label, while 27% said just knowing the carbon footprint would make them consider eating less meat. I created a mock label showing 3 carbon footprint levels. Green for good, which is a low carbon footprint, yellow is medium, and red is high. Although it's a concept now, I envision for these labels to guide consumers towards sustainable choices and make environmental impact more visible at a glance. My conclusion and further research goals. My data suggests that carbon footprint labels could encourage people to choose eco-friendly options, reducing high demand for high-emission products. Nearly 27% of people said they'd consider eating less meat if they knew its carbon footprint, as I said before, so my goal is to bring this idea to the FDA, meat companies, and grocery stores, aiming to spark a change in the American diet and reduce meat's environmental impact. Thank you for watching. I hope this research highlights how small changes like informative labels could make a big difference for our planet.